The triple header. This will be one of the major contests.
This fight's a little over a month away. I know you're not going to give away your entire game plan, but what do you have to do to beat Teofimo on August 22nd?
Punch Teofimo in the face and not get punched in the face, bro. That's common sense, right? Hit him with a...
You're gonna try.
Yeah, man.
Teofimo, just to follow, something you said earlier in the day was that this fight in some ways was about you, seeing what you have left after some of the fights that you had. How much do you think you have left in the tank?
I think that's the thing, right? To me, I'm always gonna believe that I have much more. I probably haven't even touched the surface on that. You know, I'm still 28 years young. When I get in that ring with...
You're about to be 29. Happy early birthday.
What up? Yes. When I go and face the champion himself, Romero, yeah, I'll be 29. So, you know, I look forward to seeing a very prominent, a good prominent years of my career. And, but I think everything is going to be really answered August 22nd.
Man, me and Tio ain't friends. He's my little brother. At the end of it, if I'm to lose this belt or to defend my belt, whatever, I'd rather it be with him than anyone else. Only God knows what's going to happen.
The Teofimo Lopez versus Rolando Romero fight is shaping up to be one of the most heated matchups of the year. And their recent press conference made it...
I think...
you gotta hit him, bro.
You know that's true, mother. You know that's true.
Hey, Lomachenko.
Hey, no, and hey, let me explain this. You was never our friend. Nobody knew who the you was. And you came and started clout chasing on my son. And then when you came and fought Tank, you never even talked to us again. That's why I hit you in the chest the last time I seen you, remember?
You hit me in the chest?
When I hit you in the chest and I said you ain't a real friend.
But
you remember that day?
Junior.
You just kept on walking, man.
Junior,
you're fake, bro.
Junior, you're
fake, bro.
You guys.
And you know that night, you're not even gonna touch my son, so...
Clear that the history between these two fighters is still very much alive. When Teofimo was asked what he needs to do to beat Romero on August 22nd, his answer was simple: land his punches, avoid getting hit, and let his boxing do the talking. Teofimo also...
Josh Taylor, do you think this is the same kind of fight?
He beat Lomachenko.
No, look, I mean, a lot of people forget, 2023, I beat the former undisputed world champion and undefeated champion, Josh Taylor. That's someone that a lot of people were unsure of competing with. I think I faced people that people don't want to fight. I mean, Devin Haney, there were negotiations to fight Rolando, and that fell off for who knows why. Maybe because Rolly is a tough guy to face.
They don't got no chin.
So I think that we're here now to face the best competition that they have at 147. This is my welterweight debut. Looking forward to taking over.
You've had some issues with Rolly in the past. Any lingering issues, personal stuff going into this fight?
Yeah, I think that the thing is we're kind of beating around the bush of it, but the time is up, man. We got to fight each other. We got to settle it in the ring. That's how that's why it's a gentleman's sport. That's why it's a real man's sport for a reason. If you got problems, you settle it in the boxing ring. What they say, gloves up, guns down.
Also believes there is still plenty left in his career, pointing out that he is only 28 and feels he has not reached his full potential yet. He expects his move to 147 pounds to bring out an even better version of himself, and he sees the Romero fight as the moment when those claims will finally be tested. Romero, meanwhile, made it clear that he and Teofimo are no longer friends in the usual sense. Although he still described Teofimo...
You heard what Teofimo Sr. just said there. He said you guys were never friends.
Man... I got so much love for Tio, and
Yeah, but I heard you became a Christian, so now you could be our friend after the fight.
Yeah. I mean, Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior.
Oh, man.
And on top of that, too, I want to thank Tom Brown, Al Heyman, Louis DeCuba, Salas, and honestly, Tio and his dad for taking this fight, man. It's been a hard time. We had a hard time trying to make a fight with anyone. Tio's going to fight anyone.
Anything, friends for a while, not friends, anything personal left in this for you going into the fight?
Man, me and Tio ain't friends. He's my little brother. At the end of it, if I'm to lose this belt or to defend my belt, whatever, I'd rather it be with him than anyone else. Only God knows what's going to happen.
Teofimo as his little brother and said that if he has to lose his title, He would rather lose it to him than anyone else. The tension increased when Romero's father accused Teofimo and his team of never being genuine friends, bringing up an old incident where he confronted Teofimo after feeling disrespected. Both sides clearly have their own version of the past, but now they have a chance to settle everything.
That's the thing, right? It's boxing. That's how we make boxing great again. There needs to be some entertainment into this, right? So we know one another enough to know what triggers us. We know possibly secrets that people don't know, and I think that also is the friendship stuff that we hear and we see today in boxing that needs to be it needs to be taken away, you know. And I think that starts right here. TGB Promotions associated with Takeover Promotions. I think that all is going to be a big part and key factor. August 22nd.
Inside the ring, Teofimo enters this fight looking to move forward from his loss to Shakur Stevenson, while Romero wants to prove that his previous success was not a one-time moment. Teofimo also pointed to his past victory over Josh Taylor and the level of opponents he has been willing to face, saying he believes he is ready to compete with the best fighters at 147 pounds. His goal is not simply to beat Romero, but eventually take control of the entire welterweight division.
Been looking really good in sparring, and I think he's ready.
What do you expect kind of going forward in the new weight class? Like, what do you think is going to be different for him that people aren't going to recognize?
I think he's going to be able to do more tricks in there because of the fighters. The caliber of the fighters we're going to fight are going to be so much slower. I mean, my son is the type of fighter when he's focused, and, he does all his things and he doesn't hardly get hit. Let's see what happens, but I think that he's ready to take over the whole weight division.
Romero has his own confidence, and his unpredictable style, power, and ability to make opponents uncomfortable could create serious problems for Teofimo. The personal history between them only adds more pressure because they know each other well and understand what can get under the other fighter's skin. Romero even suggested that knowing each other's weaknesses and secrets could make the matchup even more interesting. Teofimo's father, Teofimo Lopez Sr., is extremely confident about the move to 147 pounds and believes
him being friends with Rolly, does that change anything to you?
It doesn't change nothing at all, man. They're gonna go in there. It's whether you want to consider it a sparring match or whatever it is, man. Nobody's gonna want to lose, right? So let the best guy win that night. I don't think anybody being friends or not is gonna let somebody let them hit themselves, and not do nothing about it. So I think it's going to be a great fight, man. Brody's going to come to take him out, and my son's going to try to do the same thing. So I cannot wait for August 22nd.
His son will actually become faster and more effective at the higher weight. He says Teofimo has always had the ability to handle bigger fighters and believes the extra size will allow him to use more of his skills without losing his speed. Lopez Sr. even believes his son could eventually become undisputed and dominate the division within a short period of time. At the same time, he admits that the mental side of boxing is important for Teofimo, especially after the Stevenson defeat. Talent has never really been the question. The bigger challenge has been